Do you really think this is the right song to beat Quima? It's so hateful.
Who said that? Who the fuck said that?
G'day lads and lasses, Halfbeard here. Do you like K-pop? Do you like well-animated films? Well then, I have just the thing for you. It's a movie that anyone can love, especially those whose entire personalities consists of humping pillows. In fact, I've watched this movie so many times that even all my ads are in Korean. K-pop Demon Hunters is a movie that takes place in the soon-to-be fictional country of Korea, and centers around the even more fictional music known as K-pop. In this magical place, demons terrorize the helpless populace, feasting upon the souls of whoever they find. However, there's a solution, and it's not the Doomslayer, nor the Ultramarines, no. But instead, it's 3 women with lungs that only an asthmatic can ever dream of having. These women, called Hunters, are a trio of women who use their voices to create a magical force field known as the Hanmoon. This keeps the demons from being able to access the human world, and honestly, if I was a demon, I would really be thrilled, because humans seem to really love demons a bit too much. This film is the perfect example of what happens when you let Asians cook. So, let's not waste any more time and let us sell our souls to our supreme leader, enforce martial law, and talk about this film. We start in a plane where we're introduced to the main characters. You have Rumi, the leader of the trio known as Huntrix, who the story focuses the most on, Mira, who is boring, and Zoe, who is fucking autistic. The 3 enjoy a lavish meal in a way that's a bit hard to describe, but it's a lot like something that haunts you in your sleep forever. Moving on from that, the 3 girls get into a fight with demons, and this is where we're introduced to the first musical number of the song. And it's quite good. The plane gets totaled, so the girls bail out, leaving the remains of the aircraft to cause a second mole disaster. On the ground, the girls finish off the demon and finish their song, which, if you already couldn't tell, this movie is a musical, so expect a lot of singing. Anyways, the singing causes the Hanmoon to turn gold. Now, why is it turning gold, you may ask? I don't know. The film doesn't fully explore it, so neither will I. Sometime later, the girls release a new song, and Rumi reveals to the audience a secret she can't let anyone see. Rumi is what you would call a Hafu. You see, Rumi is half human and half demon, meaning her mum got down and dirty with a creature from hell, or in other words, she committed a heresy and was most likely cleansed by the Emperor's light. Heresy aside, Rumi's got more important matters to worry about, and by that I mean her being half demon is negatively affecting her voice, causing her to slowly lose it. I'm not sure why being a demon has negative bodily effects. Usually, demons have superhuman abilities, but Rumi here sounds like me when I tried to sing a Benson Boone song. Although, to be fair, that guy is probably a demon, but I just can't prove it. To fix this problem, Zoe and Mira take Rumi to see that doctor from that one TV show that nobody remembers outside of that one meme. So, after getting a totally legit voice tonic from Dr. Han, the girls run into a troop of demons disguised as a boy band that was sent to keep the Hanmoon from turning gold and destroy it. This band is the Saja Boys. And, not gonna lie, the Saja Boys make me feel something. I can't quite figure it out, so it's probably nothing. The members of this sinister band include Jinu, the lead singer, Baby, the rapper, Abby, who has abs, Mystery, whose entire character is a mystery, and finally, Romance. But of course, you only need to remember Jinu, because he's the only one with more than one line of dialogue. Huntrix then goes on a super secret covert ops mission to kill the Saja Boys, and by super secret covert ops mission, I of course mean they're immediately spotted and forced into humiliating themselves on live television. Unfortunately, I can't describe what kind of humiliation, because YouTube wouldn't like it. Let's just say it involves leather. The Saja Boys then escape to a nearby bathhouse, and after a fight with Huntrix, Jinu discovers that Rumi is a half-breed. So, after some time passes, the girls create a diss track to defeat the Saja Boys at the upcoming Idol Awards. Sometime later, Rumi gets a message from Jinu asking her to meet him. The two meet, and Jinu tells Rumi his tragic backstory. Apparently, Jinu, his mother, and his sister were poor and starving, but through his talent in singing and breaking a deal with the demon lord Guimar, he was able to impress the king and live in the palace with his mother and sister. Then, Jinu started having patterns, the thing that all demons have, grow on his body, and he was then condemned to the demon world, his sister, and mother were then doomed to suffer in poverty once again. Moving on, Huntrix decides to do a signing event for the fans, but little do they know that the Soja Boys sneaked into the event and it's now become a joint signing event. But Rumi ain't gonna let these demons ruin this day, so she invites the Soja Boys to sit with Huntrix. They agree and they sign autographs for the fans, although I think one of the Soja Boys mistook this event for a furry convention because he randomly starts barking like it's an iShow speed stream. Meanwhile, Genu gets a picture from a child who tells him that he has a good soul. A bit on the nose to what the film is trying to do, but I'll let it slide because I've seen way worse films that have this exact same issue. After some time passes, Huntrix fights some demons on a train while singing Takedown, the diss track that they were making for the Soja Boys. Rumi is almost killed because she's feeling conflicted about killing demons and hating them, but luckily she is saved. However, the people they were trying to protect weren't so lucky. Plus, this confliction Rumi is having is causing some tensions to grow between her, Zoe, and Mira. Later that night, Rumi meets up with Genu once again, and the two sing about being free from their secrets. A pretty good scene if I do say so myself, but I can't help but notice this movie's pacing has been quite odd, and considering how much time is left, it makes the following scene of the girls opening up more to each other feel a bit jarring and rushed. But I'm getting ahead of myself. I'll save my analysis for the conclusion. But right now, the climax of the film is approaching. The night of the Idol Awards arrives, and Huntrix performs Golden instead of Takedown because heresy. It goes actually pretty well, up until Mira and Zoe, who are later revealed to be doppelgangers, expose Rumi of being part demon to the whole crowd. Rumi runs off stage to find the real Zoe and Mira, only for the two to turn their weapons on her. Rumi then confronts Genu, who actually orchestrated the incident on stage. He pieces out and leaves Rumi all alone. And then we get to a scene so far out of place, I just kinda sat there waiting for the movie to continue, with the look on my face that you would normally find on someone attending a bad hip-hop concert. But luckily, the scene is short, so we're thrusted straight into arguably the best part of the movie. And the scene can be summed up in 3 words. Pure fucking aura. The animation, the cinematography, and the 2 songs back to back, it's incredible and I love it. So, anyways, the girls defeat Guimar with the power of friendship? Love? I honestly can't tell. The movie never tries to explain it, so neither will I. I'm starting to sense a pattern here. Oh well. The demons are vanquished, the girls are happy, and the movie ends. So, what did I think of this movie? I loved it. The animation is really good, especially during the song numbers. The voice acting is excellent, and I never found myself bored at any time watching it. In terms of writing, it's okay. It's nothing too deep or complex. It's a very simple yet fun story. However, in terms of characters, it's not very good. As stated before, the pacing really isn't this movie's strong suit, with it trying to figure out if it wants to spend time developing the girls and their relationship, or if it wants to be a Romeo and Juliet story, which it inevitably spends more time doing. The film dedicates so little time to Mira and Zoe, they're left very underdeveloped, although that's implying Mira had any character to develop in the first place. The two are hinted to have character flaws, but you never see them, nor are those flaws ever overcome in the movie. It just kinda all works out in the end, because they sang a song. The Soja Boys suffer almost the exact same problem, but theirs is a lot different because Mira and Zoe are genuine attempts at characters, but for the Soja Boys, only one of them is an actual character, which is Genu, but Genu is pretty basic, and in the movie, he never delves deeper into why Genu wants to help Rumi after his betrayal. He's characterized as a self-serving character that turns to becoming selfless later, but the film doesn't spend enough time with him to really give his selflessness any weight. But despite those flaws, I loved it. It was the most fun I've had watching a movie since Mission Impossible Final Reckoning. I highly implore you to check out this movie for yourself. Just make sure to stay away from the subreddit. Sometimes the posts there are quite creative, but most of the time, you'll find posts that were either made by children or made by people with the minds of children. And if you're looking for fan art, always remember to keep Safe Search on. Trust me. In conclusion, I give this film 7 BTSs and 6 Stray Kids out of 10. Now go on and make your Supreme Leader proud by liking the video and subscribing. And if you don't, well, I live in your walls.